Welcome to Bytor Underground, simply where I discuss my thoughts, concerns, and questions about the beautiful language of music and your spot to discover new bands, new artists, and new songs that you may never have heard of. Well, last week I had to skip releasing one of my vlogs because I was in Seattle. It was my first time being back since I moved to my hometown. And it was a great time, and I definitely enjoyed seeing all my favorite spots out there. But I'm back to business. So in this episode, I'm going to be discussing a sensitive topic that I've definitely have experienced and witnessed over the years. And when it comes to pursuing a career, especially if you're a musician and you're pursuing music as a career, how come musicians aren't respected enough versus those people that are pursuing the top professions out there? So this has been a topic that I've been pondering how to go about this subject, and I've been wanting to just bring it up for a while, not only through vlogs but through like documentaries or just even discussing with people in general. And so I thought about how should I go about this. I don't want to come across as being whiny in any way. I mean, people are going to think what they think. I don't care, but I just found this to be an interesting topic to discuss. And when I talk to my fellow musicians, especially the musicians that take themselves serious and are actually trying to do something with their music, we totally agree. We could bond on it and discuss it. And so first, growing up, I didn't necessarily want to be a professional musician or even in a band. I actually didn't even really think about it. I mean, yes, I love music. I love my Rush. I love Dream Theater. But growing up, I was an athlete. I played football, basketball, and baseball for many years. And when I was in my teens, and especially when I hit high school, I seriously thought that I was going to be in the NBA. And I could have been. But that being said, when that all fell through and I graduated high school, I did what my family suggested I do, is to go to college, start thinking about certain majors or just career paths. And so over my many years in going to college, I did have majors and career paths that I was seriously thinking about doing. Like, I remember I was working to be an elementary education teacher. Then one point, maybe a PE teacher. Then maybe a fireman, believe it or not, kind of ran across my mind, or a personal trainer. I mean, many different things, and just a business degree in general. But really, when I saw Rush on the R30 tour, and I pretty much just graduated high school, saw about six to seven shows on that tour, and I knew that, hey, I wanted to actually start playing guitar and actually getting good at the guitar. And so my dad got me this awesome Epiphone Les Paul for my graduation present. Started learning that thing, looking up tabs, Rush tabs, all kinds of stuff. Then my dad eventually started, just because he could play drums, so he eventually started just jamming in the garage, Rush riffs, and we'd have people over to watch us play. And then from there, we formed a band. We added my sister to the band, and we started to play shows, and I really got a taste of what it was like to be in a band, to play shows, and to play shows in front of a lot of people. So I really started to fall in love with that. But I necessarily wasn't thinking of, hey, this could be a career. It was really fun to do, but I still was going to school. But the more and more I did it, the more and more I actually got into different bands. And when I was around the age 24 is when I decided, all right, I think I actually do want to do this. School has nothing for me. Music is everything to me, and I want to start pursuing this. So I started taking it way more serious than I ever had before. Decided to end up moving to Seattle, and I had my support group that definitely supported me. But the interesting thing was that when I would tell people who would care to ask, what are you pursuing in life? And I would tell them, you know what, I'm pursuing to be a professional musician. I play in a band. I would always get the feeling that they were judging me and not taking me serious. I mean, always. Generally, that's the case. And how I really know that is by the first response. So do you have a backup plan? Do you have a degree? Do you have something to fall back on? And so that was always the response. Now, when I was in my early 20s and I would tell people that I'm working to be an elementary education teacher, they never asked me, do you have a backup plan to that? You know, they took me serious when I said that. Or a PE teacher, they took me serious. When I was flirting around with the idea of being a fireman, and no one ever told me, what's your backup plan? Now, every time, even to this day, when someone asks, what do you do? I'm a professional musician. I play in a band. And I'm pursuing my career in music. Like I said, cool, cool. Do you have a backup plan? What's your backup plan? I mean, come on. So, bringing that up with other musicians, they get the same thing too. Why is that the case? How come when I say I'm pursuing music, I'm just not taken serious like I was when I was pursuing a good profession in people's eyes? Now, a thing that I've experienced is when I'm meeting people for the first time, or just in a group of people, and we're all chatting about what we do, or even my family members will meet new people that'll come into the family, people like my age, and so what do you do? And some of those people, are pursuing to be a doctor, so they're in med school. Right away, everybody is just taking that person so serious. Oh, wow, that is great, awesome. I mean, yes, it is great, fantastic. I never will say anything bad about that. Awesome. Also, same thing for if someone's pursuing law school. Everybody is just, wow, that's great. Taking those people serious. Even just when people say, yeah, I'm an engineer, or I'm pursuing to become an engineer, it's same story. Then when it comes to me, hey, I play music. I'm in a rock band. I'm pursuing that as a career. It's a little bit different versus those other people that are pursuing those, let's just say, top professions. Now, I'm not saying anything bad about those professions. It's just interesting that that's the response that typically is the case. And just for artists in general. But since this is a music channel and I'm a musician pursuing music, we're talking about music. So simply what I'm trying to say, and the message I'm trying to get across to people is, hey, when a serious musician is pursuing music and they're in a band and they're trying to do something, they have this vision, take them serious. Respect them. Respect them as much as you would respect someone who's pursuing a career as a doctor. Now, yes, let's just talk about doctors. Doctors are fantastic. They're set out to save lives and to help people. Well, check it out. Same thing as a musician. And I'm talking about the ones that take themselves serious, like myself. I am set out to help people and to save lives through music. And so to me, musicians are every bit as important, if not more important, than doctors, lawyers, engineers, your top people out there. And so maybe respect a little bit more when musicians are pursuing this as a career. Maybe when your buddy comes up to you and says, hey, come to my show, actually go to their show. Because those people are working their asses off to bring happiness to you, to create some sort of escape. I know that's what I do for myself. Music has been so powerful for me. It's helped me out in so many ways that I've said many times, I just want to give back what has been given to me through music. I want to help people. I want to save lives. I know I've actually already have done that. I want to keep doing that. And so, again, I just, musicians should get the respect that they deserve. and the ones that I'm talking about are the ones that take themselves serious. I mean, I know that musicians do have a bad rap with the whole sex, rock, and drugs thing that's going on out. That's not me. I don't do that kind of junk. But, I mean, just like in any profession, though, there's clowns. And so, I'm curious to see what you guys think about that. If you agree with me, disagree, whatever, just please send me a comment. And please go out there and respect those serious musicians who are really pursuing this and trying to make a difference in music. And so for now, I'm out. And until next time, music on, world off. It is time for the song of the week. So this week I chose a band from Toledo, Ohio called Ground Zero and their song, I Got This Feeling. So I discovered these guys once again through Instagram. We've actually have been connecting with each other for the last month or so. And I happened one day to like one of their posts, and they sent me a DM asking me if I wanted a link to their latest single. So I said, of course, yes. Checked it out, and I gotta say, guys, great work. I really like the vocal melody in this song. The guitar lines are sweet, and this is just an overall just good, catchy song. So keep up the good work, and if you've never heard of Ground Zero, go check them out and give them a follow.